Welcome back, adventurers! We've got more epic travel inspiration. This time, we're ditching the fancy hotels and hopping in a beat-up Jeep because we're hunting down the most incredible, bizarre, and jaw-dropping roadside attractions in South America. First on our list, picture this. You're cruising through the Atacama Desert, sun is blazing, sand stretching as far as the eye can see, and bam, out of nowhere, a giant hand bursts from the earth. No, you haven't stumbled onto the set of a horror movie. You've found La Mano del Desierto, the hand of the desert. This massive sculpture, reaching for the sky with its concrete fingers, is more than just a cool photo op. It's a powerful symbol of human vulnerability and our connection to something bigger than ourselves. Trust me, standing in the shadow of this giant hand will stay with you long after you leave the desert. Are you fascinated by ancient mysteries? Then you need to know about El Gigante de Atacama. Get ready to meet El Gigante de Atacama, the Atacama giant. This dude is ancient, like over 1,000 years old. And he's massive, clocking in at over 390 feet tall. Carved into the side of a hill, this prehistoric geoglyph is shrouded in mystery. Who made it? Why? What does it represent? Nobody knows for sure, but that's part of what makes it so fascinating. It's like a giant puzzle from the past, just waiting to be solved. At number 3, we're heading up into the Andes Mountains to meet the smaller, but no less impressive, cousin of Rio's iconic Christ the Redeemer statue. Perched high above the clouds, this Christ statue is all about spreading a message of peace and brotherhood, especially between Chile and Argentina. The view from up here is absolutely breathtaking. You can see for miles in every direction, soak in the scenery, and maybe even find a little inner peace yourself. If you're an adrenaline junkie, then you need to visit the Casa del Arbol, also known as the swing at the end of the world. Now, this isn't your grandma's backyard swing set. We're talking about a rickety treehouse perched on the edge of a cliff, with a swing that sends you soaring out over a dizzying drop. And if that wasn't enough, you've got the majestic Tungurahua volcano looming in the background, just casually spewing smoke and ash. It's the perfect mix of terrifying and exhilarating. At number 5, the Salar de Uyuni's train graveyard. Alright, time to trade in the lush greenery for a landscape that's straight out of a sci-fi film. Welcome to the Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, where the ground stretches out like an endless white canvas, and the horizon disappears into a hazy blur. But hold up, what's that in the distance? Is that a train graveyard? You better believe it. This eerie collection of rusted locomotives and forgotten train cars is a haunting reminder of Bolivia's mining past. It's like stepping back in time, and the silence out here is deafening. The Ruta de las Estrellas in Chile will have you feeling like you've landed on Mars. This surreal stretch of highway is lined with massive star-shaped sculptures crafted from local red rocks. The contrast of the deep red sculptures against the stark desert landscape is seriously out of this world. Keep your eyes peeled for UFOs, you never know what you might see out here. Is that a giant armadillo? This quirky roadside attraction is a fun tribute to one of South America's most beloved and, let's be honest, adorable creatures. This giant armadillo is massive, detailed, and just plain fun. Grab a photo with this quirky statue, it will make you smile whenever you look at it. Next stop, we're ditching the desert vibes and heading to the bustling metropolis of Buenos Aires, Argentina. And no trip to Buenos Aires is complete without a visit to its most iconic landmark, the obelisk. This iconic landmark stands tall and proud in the heart of the city. This towering structure has been a symbol of Buenos Aires since 1936. If you're an art lover, then you need to visit the Capilla del Hombre, or Chapel of Man, in Ecuador. This outdoor art installation and museum is a tribute to the indigenous people of South America, their history, their struggles, and their resilience. Created by the renowned Ecuadorian artist Oswaldo Guayasamín, the chapel's powerful murals and sculptures will leave a lasting impression. At number 10, prepare to be amazed, because Las Lajas Sanctuary in Colombia is like something straight out of a fairy tale. Imagine this, a breathtaking basilica built directly into a canyon wall with a bridge connecting it across a gorge. A cascading waterfall in the background. It's almost too beautiful to be real. Whether you're religious or not, you can't deny the sheer awe-inspiring beauty of this place. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button and stick around for the weird and amazing still to come. For number 11, we're heading to Bolivia's Valley of the Moon, a place so otherworldly, you'll swear you've stepped onto another planet. And amidst this lunar landscape rises El Fraile, the monk. This massive rock formation, sculpted by centuries of wind and erosion, bears an uncanny resemblance to a robed figure, silently contemplating the vastness of the desert. At number 12, back to the urban jungle, but this time we're adding a touch of nature, or at least a giant metallic representation of it. Say hello to Floralis generica, Buenos Aires' massive blooming sculpture. This thing is seriously cool. Its petals actually open and close throughout the day, mimicking the movement of a real flower. Next is the Monumento al Indio, or Monument to the Indian. This imposing stone statue of an indigenous warrior stands as a powerful reminder of Bolivia's rich indigenous heritage. Perched high on a hillside overlooking the city of La Paz, the monument seems to keep watch, a silent guardian of the past. I bet you didn't know about this prickly adventure. We're entering the world of giants at the Giant Cactus Garden in Bolivia. This place is like something out of a Dr. Seuss book, with towering cacti stretching towards the sky, casting long, eerie shadows across the landscape. And as if these giant succulents weren't cool enough, they surround the ruins of the ancient Pucará fortress, adding a whole other layer of history and mystery to this already incredible place. Are you curious to stand on two hemispheres at once? Then let's jet over to Ecuador and visit the Monumento a la Mitad del Mundo, the middle of the world monument. This iconic landmark marks the location of the equator, that invisible line that circles the Earth. You can literally stand with 1 foot in the northern hemisphere and 1 foot in the southern hemisphere. Plus, there's a museum where you can learn all about latitude, geography, and indigenous culture. El Castillo del Loro, the Parrot's Castle, is our next stop. The Castle of San Luis de Boca Chica, also called Fort St. Louis, was a military fortress that defended Cartagena, Colombia. The Spanish built it in the 17th century. After it suffered war damage in the 18th century, they erected a new coastal fortification, the Castle of San Fernando, on the same site. Well, pack your bags for number 17 on our list, because Huacachina, Peru is calling your name. We are checking out the Huacachina Oasis. This surreal oasis is like a mirage come to life, with towering sand dunes surrounding a tranquil lagoon and a charming village. But don't let the peaceful scenery fool you. Huacachina is also an adventure lover's paradise. Hop in a dune buggy and tear across the dunes, or test your skills at sandboarding. It's the perfect blend of relaxation and adrenaline-pumping fun. Our second last stop is the Devil's Throat, part of the awe-inspiring Iguazu Falls system. Get ready to experience this incredible wonder. This isn't just a waterfall. It's a thundering curtain of water that plunges with such force, it creates a constant mist that hangs in the air. The sheer scale of Iguazu Falls is hard to comprehend. You'll be completely mesmerized by its beauty and power. Our final stop takes us back to Argentina, where we're paying our respects at the Monumento de la Bandera, the Flag Monument. This impressive monument is a tribute to Argentina's flag and the country's fight for independence. Located along the majestic Paraná River, the monument's striking architecture and symbolic sculptures make it a must-see. And there you have it. We've explored some of the most incredible, bizarre, and unforgettable roadside wonders South America has to offer. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your backpack, book that ticket, and get ready for an adventure you'll never forget. And hey, if you stumble across any other hidden gems along the way, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring.